Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Dance Dish, where the dance ends and the dish begins. My name is Pussy Control, and I am your guest host for today. I would like to say a hello to our live audience. Today, we're gonna get a bit of dance history, and the word I would use is legendary. All three of our guests have paved a path so that dancers, choreographers, and stars can live. So let's get right into it and meet our guests. Please put your hands together for the legendary Billy Goodson, the legendary Julie McDonald, and the legendary Tony Selznick. Tony and I are hang buddies forever, and I cannot wait to hear the deep down details about Xana-DOO.
It was such a flop when it actually came out, but now it's such a cult thing, but it's so funny.
That's because they didn't believe in us.
You know what? For me, it was crazy because I had never done anything before. I was dancing at Room to Move. I was dancing with Russell Clark. Russell got hired by Kenny Ortega to be his assistant in Xana-DOO, so I auditioned for it, and we danced, and then we roller skated, and because I could do both, I got the job. And it's funny because I don't remember how I was able to leave high school at 17 to do a job. I don't know how they hired me at 17. And I did about, it was like 4 or 5 months of doing Xana-DOO, and then I graduated. And I have no idea what I said to my school. Like, how do you get out of school for 4 or 5 months? But I did. I mean, so that, yeah.
Yeah,
it was
wow,
amazing.
That's crazy.
Actually, my mom came to set because the movie had Gene Kelly in it, so I introduced my mom to Gene Kelly, and that was an incredible thing. She came down and got to meet him. But yeah, I was going to high school and I did a movie. I have no idea how that happened, but I do remember that my mom, who's the most amazing, supportive person, I just remember going to my mailbox and getting a check, and that was what made my mom go, "Oh, this is your career now." Like, she totally it's like, oh, it's funny how that happens. That when you bring home a check, they're like, "Oh, this is your career."
And was that your first job?
Russell had given me little jobs before then, but this was the first job I really remember, and was, booked and blessed, as they say.
Wow, booked and blessed.
Yeah, so it was really fun, and then also Russell was so incredible. He came up with this idea for me to bleach the front of my hair. Russell had white hair, so I bleached the front of my hair. So basically, if you ever see the film, I'm in every single scene. You can see me right away because I'm the guy with the bleached hair. I mean, it's like I stand out everywhere.
I remember seeing those.
It was Russell's idea.
Oh,
so
he was
amazing.
So ahead.
And there's actually a scene where, because they shot them all on different days, where I'm roller skating by myself dancing.
Aww.
So it was really fun. We gave us a sound stage for like a month in Hollywood, so we rehearsed every single day there, and it was amazing dancing and roller skating. And then I remember at one time Russell came up to me and said, "Kenny is looking for a dance double for Michael Beck, who's the star of the film. He's thinking of you or this guy named Matt." And Matt was a roller skater in the film, and Matt ended up getting it, and then him and Olivia went out, like she invited us over for lunch one time on the set, and I didn't go. I was hanging out with the Tubes back then, because Tubes were a rock and roll band that were in Xana-DOO, and they were super cool, so I was hanging out with them. And Matt went to go have lunch with Olivia, and I remember hours later seeing Matt, and he was like taking a nap on the park bench, and I was like, "Matt, what happened?" He goes, "Oh man, you should have come. We had champagne, we hung out." And I was like, "You and Olivia had champagne?" Because in my mind, like, I had such a crush on her.
Yes, I mean,
and then I remember,
John.
And then I remember like 2 days later, he arrived in her Porsche, and he was with her. They got married and had kids and everything. But I remember that moment where we weren't allowed to talk to Matt anymore because he was with Olivia. But in my mind, it was supposed to be me and Olivia. So anyway, that was the biggest disappointment of that time, is that I didn't end up marrying Olivia Newton-John. But it's okay because it all worked out. I'm not bitter
That's
at all.
incredible. Let's toast to people who see our talents and pull us forward. That's what I would like to toast to. I would like to toast to people who see our talent and pull us forward so that we can live.
Cheers.
And here's to Dance Dish.
Here's to Dance Dish.
Dance Dish.